When you want to celebrate with great food, you need to find the perfect spot.
And we found it. One of our favorites, today on
Su Vida.
Hola, welcome to Su Vida. Yo soy J.R. Cárdenas.
And I'm Vanessa Ramirez. And you know, part of September
and part of October
is Hispanic Heritage Month. So what better way to celebrate than with unique Mexican cuisine? And that's why we're right here at Los Sombreros.
As if we need an excuse to eat some delicious food, huh? Behind the decades-long success of Los Sombreros is the love of the flavors of Central Mexico.
And it's proof with a little hard work and passion, great things can be achieved. And that's something CPLC knows all about.
CPLC Parenting Arizona is a program dedicated to serving families and building up the supports around them with resources, programming, connections with other parents and other families that will help them be stronger and by default make their kids safer. So we have resources here at the Guadalupe Family Resource Center where the kids can engage in activities that will help them develop those developmental milestones. We also make activities and develop activities that will help them start to get ready to get into school, right? We'll help build up their literacy, we'll help build up all those different things that they're gonna need once they get into kindergarten, once they get into preschool, and have them be ready to start and ready to grow.
I was a foster parent for a few years and I came here for different resources for my children. And then they also offered different resources to get licensed for fostering, as well as adoption, because adoption was completed last year. But I also have a 2-year-old that comes for classes, for her specifically, to start kindergarten. It's essential for me and for my community because a lot of people in this community don't have transportation. Everywhere they go, they're walking. This is within walking distance and they can get any type of assistance they need.
So in addition, we also provide services and programming for families that have kids outside of that age range, including foster families. We do want to provide more tools and resources for foster families that are looking for them. At this moment, we are providing parenting classes that can help those families really build up their toolbox. What is something that they might need in the future, but maybe necessarily right now they don't really need? That's what we want to build it up for. We want to build up for them. The way we see it is that we can't teach them to be parents, but we can build different tools, build different skills up so that when they're navigating rough waters with their families, with their youth, with their kids, that they have as many things available to them as possible. So this programming does help with healthy communication, discussing difficult topics. Drug use, drug abuse, how do you have those conversations? How do you address that and keep that communication flowing between parents, adults, and the youth so that those questions are answered so that youth always feel comfortable with coming to their parents, to their caregivers with those questions. So we do provide opportunities for parents to learn other skills and to build up the skills that they have.
Stay tuned, we'll be back with more Su Vida right after this.
Su Vida is brought to you by Chicanos por la Causa. Join the cause for change.
Hey everybody, we're hanging out with Adam Rivera from Los Sombreros. Now Adam, Vanessa and I are big fans of Los Sombreros, but I want you to tell everybody what makes this place so unique and so special.
Well, you're definitely gonna taste it. Once again, I really want to show you the Mexican cuisine from Central Mexico, Southern Mexico, Oaxaca, San Miguel de Allende, Puebla. So you're gonna try a lot of my flavors coming up here soon.
Now more people can try them because obviously you've got more locations.
Yeah, we have our 3 locations. We have one in Scottsdale. Right now we're in our Mesa location, which is on Southern and Dobson, and we're upstairs, which is brand new. Okay. We also have our 3rd location on 3rd Street in Camelback.
What's your favorite dish?
Oh, the puerco and chipotle, our delicious carnitas smothered with the chipotle tomatillo salsa, and then we melt down that Oaxaca cheese. you're gonna have to try that.
What drink do you recommend with that one?
Oh, the Steverita. That's our #1 Cadillac margarita.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to try that now.
Su Vida is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and Valle del Sol is celebrating 50 years of community service. Take a look.
Valle del Sol is a community health center. We provide both behavioral health and integrated primary care. We try to treat the whole person through our services. We'll do assessments and try to create individual treatment plans for individuals to see what it is they need. We were founded in 1970. That is a 50-year history. We are closing up our celebration of the 50 years. We've been celebrating, trying to acknowledge Valle del Sol's foundation through that activism, through that leadership programming and the community involvement. So many community leaders that have come through Valle del Sol that have made it grown, that have added different programming and different expertise to our organization. We've evolved so much.
We've been able to start with 1 clinic, and now we have 7 throughout the valley. And as we think about what that means to families, it means that we were able to deliver culturally responsive care that often feel marginalized or not included in their care process. 2020 alone, we served over 19,000 people, providing COVID testing to over 10,000. We are currently offering vaccines, including the Pfizer vaccine to 12 and up. We're very proud of our response to COVID. Our community is a community of essential workers, and so it's really important to remember that essential workers are the first line that were contracting COVID. So one of the things that was birthed out of the pandemic was our mobile units. We didn't do mobile care before the pandemic, but we certainly had to shift focus during. And so we were able to put together a pretty quick mobile team that was in response to some direct asks from different municipalities, including the city of Tolleson, Avondale, and Guadalupe. One of the most recent designations that Valle del Sol has received is we are now a certified community behavioral health clinic. And what that means is that 2 of our locations will be 24 hours, 7 days a week, providing around-the-clock mental health care.
With our 50 years, we're so excited about our next 50 years and all of the great work that we have to do in the community. We are so fortunate to have been funded by United Health Foundation to establish our mobile health units that are going to go out into the community. But we're really trying to take away any accessibility barriers by expanding hours, and creating walk-in appointments, and going to the community with mobile health units. They're going to be housed here at this location. This beautiful mural was commissioned to celebrate our 50 years. It was done by Emily Costello. This is so meaningful to me because it represents who we are and different people that have been part of our history. For more information, call us, visit our website. We're here to help and serve and connect with the community. Visit us at valledelsol.com.
So when you come out to Los Sombreros, the one thing you definitely gotta try is the guacamole.
It is made fresh every morning and it's amazing. But when it's gone, it's gone.
Unlike our friends from Cruz & Associates, they're always there for you.
Ruben Cruz and myself started Cruz & Associates here in Phoenix back in 2008. The Harris and Cruz family have a long history of practicing law together. One of the things that we do that really gives back to our community is we provide scholarships for Hispanic students here in the Phoenix area.
I started the scholarship about 9 years ago. The goal is to help Hispanics get into college, particularly the first year. It's the high rate of leaving school during the first year is very high, so we try to support them during that time. The goal is to try to empower them. Education is an empowering, it's liberating, so we try to instill that in them. We try to create business leaders and community leaders, and we try to create role models for siblings and other young Hispanics so they continue to study and continue to pursue their higher education.
The Cruz & Associates scholarship, it was right after high school. I had applied for a bunch of scholarships. I was thinking about how am I going to get a college? You know, my family, immigrant background, it's really hard for them to pay for college. And I didn't really know much about finances, but I knew I needed to get to college. My goal was somehow I'm gonna retire my parents. Somehow I'm going to go to college for free. Somebody's gonna have to pay for it because we can't pay for it. And my dad was ready to sell a house. He was ready to sell his house for me to go to college, and I said, no, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Started looking for a bunch of scholarships, I applied everywhere. That's when I found Cuisine Associates, and I met really great people through there. I applied, did the whole program, and once I got to actually applying for it, I received it, got a really cool notification about it, and got to fly out. It's one of those things that it's not just you receive your stipend, you receive your money, and you go. It's more, you create a relationship, and now how do you give back? And over the long term, that's what got me. That's what has me here actually, because it's more about what can I do to give back. And I know it's stories where you make something of yourself, and how do you share that? How do you communicate that? And that's why I'm here. Any scholarship out there, especially like the Cruz Foundation, where they give you the money to you for you to use, it means a lot, because when you're from somewhere that $500 is a lot of money, $400 is a lot of money, even $100 is a lot of money, to someone who doesn't have it, then just having that, like the generosity of offering someone here, is something that feels grandiose. My name is Juan Panduro. I'm a workforce planning specialist at Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station. I also have my own podcast and my own YouTube channel where I try to give back, and I try to share my knowledge that way. I'm really thankful for institutions like the Cruz Foundation, who open those doors for individuals who potentially wouldn't have that future, or they almost seem impossible when you have nothing.
This is the ranch water. So this is Topo Chico, which has been around forever, but they added tequila and tajin. What are you having?
This is a mezcal old fashioned. When you come to Los Sombreros, this is the drink you gotta have.
Wow, I can smell it. We'll be back with more Su Vida right after this. Hey, welcome back to Su Vida. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with a trip to an iconic Mexican restaurant, Los Sombreros.
It's delicious meals. This is tomato with queso Oaxaca. It's an amazing salad. Also in front of me, you're gonna find chicken with spinach in a chipotle crema, which is a chipotle cream.
Okay.
And right in front of you, you've got pork like carnita style in a chipotle sauce.
They don't make your traditional Mexican food, and everything is made from scratch right in the kitchen.
Yes, so eating here at Los Sombreros is like taking a trip to Mexico, Central Mexico.
Anthony is a really awesome kid. He's 13 years old, and he loves gaming. He loves playing with his siblings, teaching his siblings gaming, some of them. He's got 5 siblings and lives with his family in Oceanside.
So, like 5 years ago, we got an Xbox 360, and that's where it all started. And I just started playing that, and I loved it. So I just kept playing and playing.
Anthony has a neurological condition that has caused some seizures and some disorders with that. And he actually had to have brain surgery in January of 2020. While he was in the hospital, he spent a lot of time watching his favorite streamers and playing different games, and it really helped him through the hard times.
When I went into the hospital, I started watching streamers when I was getting IVs and stuff. And that helped me through a lot of it.
So while he dreamed about his wish and made his wish list of gaming items that he was looking forward to, we did all the behind the scenes magic, ordering all the pieces, getting everything ready, and planning a really special wish day for him with our partners at Cox Communications and Jack in the Box.
Cox Charities and Make-A-Wish have partnered together granting wishes for kids for over 15 years. They've been a very long partner of Cox Charities, which is kind of the philanthropic arm of Cox Communications, funded by our employees and matched by the company. And it's been wish after wish for 15 years.
Anthony went through and picked out really specific items that he wanted. We were able to set him up with a dual monitor system, with a gaming console, and some of his favorite games. He got a new desk and chair, headsets and controllers, everything that goes along with a gaming setup, as well as some additional gifts from the Cox team with an iPad and some products for him to work on his gaming and his video production.
So to truly give him a great experience, what we did was offer him 1 year of free high-speed internet from Cox Communications, and that's really going to allow him to have the pro gamer experience that he's looking for.
Anthony, we all work together to make your wish come true. You wanted a gaming system for your room.
It was surprising. I wasn't expecting it. Like, I knew something was up because my mom couldn't stop smiling. So I was like, I know something's gonna happen, but I wasn't expecting of this like proportions.
It just felt amazing. I like watching my family have a lot of fun, so I love that.
You know, no visit to Los Sombreros is complete without a Steverita.
Named after their first bartender.
And that floater has Grand Marnier in it. It is delicious.
Salud. We'll be back with more Su Vida right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Su Vida. One of the reasons why Los Sombreros is so loved is obviously the food.
I mean, look at all of this deliciousness. We have chocolate ice cream, churros.
With piloncillo ice cream and chocolate cream pie.
So good.
One of the reasons why they're so loved is because they're actively supporting the community.
Yeah, in fact, listen to this. They've already donated $10,000 this year to Alice Cooper's Teen Center. And they invite you to contact them if you need help in the community. I mean, they've even supported my fundraiser.
Also, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office is offering help because in the age of social media, all of us parents can use that little extra help.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Lewer, and I'm the Communications Director for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Parents are always concerned about their children and the potential for bullying in school or at home. These days, bullying can happen in a variety of places. Any change in behavior by the child is an important thing for parents to look for. But it can go both ways. Are they being more outgoing? Are they more reserved? A significant change in their eating patterns. It could be who they're hanging out with, if that's changed. I think the most important thing, though, is to really keep an eye out for a change in behavior, both online or in person. Social media has completely changed the landscape for how our children socialize. They are able to have 24/7 connections to the people that they are friends with. And what parents need to understand is that it is okay to place restrictions on their social media. It's easy with social media to depersonalize the communication that goes on because you don't say it to somebody's face, and we see this with children and adults. It's easier to say mean things or to speak in a way that isn't respectful because that person's not right in front of you. And so we have to remind our children that there is a person on the other side of that social media account. It's very important to talk with your children about empathy and trying to explain that we don't know what is going on with other families or other kids, and to always put ourselves in the other person's shoes and how would we feel if that was being done to us.
Hi, my name is Vanessa and I'm the Community Affairs Coordinator with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Now, more than ever, this is a difficult topic, talking about how to balance your time and how to limit the amount of time you spend on a device. And it's important that we identify, what do we use this device for? What kind of content or apps are we using, our kids are using? How much time are we spending on them? And then where in our home are we using it? Having that framework beforehand will definitely give kids confidence to use those devices and be online in a safe way. One of my favorite ways to talk to kids about the internet and about interacting with other people online is that it's always Halloween on the internet. You never know who's behind the mask. You never know if they're wearing a costume or not. So you want to be really, really safe about who you're talking to online. And if you don't know them in person, if they're not your friend in real life, then maybe you shouldn't interact with them. And that for kids, it should be a red flag if somebody starts talking to you and asking you questions about where you live, what your phone number is, what your email address is. All of those things should be a red flag to a kid and to a parent that, maybe they need to talk about some online safety.
It takes years and years of experience to make food this good.
Yes, and if you're looking for a new roof over your head, it is important to find an experienced company like Right Way Roofing. Check them out.
Right Way Roofing is a third-generation native Arizona roofing company. We've been in the valley here over 20 years. We take care of all of your roofing needs. We do shingles, tile, foam. We offer master leak detection. Anything you need for your roof, we can handle it for you. One of the most important things to do if you're not sure if your roof is to the point, where it needs to be repaired or replaced, is to look under the eaves. When the roof starts to fail, that's where it starts to go. The underlayment and the material under, at the eaves will start to curl and pull away. So you can look under the eaves at the soffit, and if you see any, rotten plywood or staining, that's a good indication that you have a roof leak or the roof is starting to fail. And that's when you'd want to give us a call, and we can come out and see what we need to do to help you. And right now during monsoon season, it's really important if the roof does start to leak and you do notice a spot in the ceiling, if it starts to bubble in the paint or the drywall, you want to make sure you poke a hole in it because we want the water to come down and not spread across the top of the ceiling and cause more damage. So at Right Way Roofing, we do it the right way. So all of our crews are experienced, they're neat and clean, and they're cream of the crop. When we start your project, we will have a supervisor reach out, introduce himself, tell you exactly what's going to happen with the project, the steps that that are going to take place and how we're going to do it. Make sure that everything is convenient for the customer as well. And then the supervisor will keep in contact with the homeowner every day, stop by the job every day, make sure that everything's good, let the homeowner know what the status is and what's happening next. The crews clean up every single day. They run a magnet at the end of the day to clean up any nails or any debris. So they leave the home cleaner then than they did before we started. What sets us apart from our competitors is the level of organization, the level of customer service, and the quality of our crews. And we only hire the best crews available and offer them top pay and benefits so that they find a home here and they want to work here and they want to do a good job and they feel like they're part of our team and our family because they are. So we're currently actually looking now for crews that are experienced in tile, shingles, foam application, to come and join our team. So one of the benefits of working here at Right Way is not only the top pay, but everything is organized for, as far as the jobs, we do everything for the jobs. We have the supervisors and runners, the drivers, that will bring the crews whatever they need so that they can stay on the job site and just work. So give us a call. If you find something questionable with your roof or you just have a question, give us a call. We're happy to help you. Additionally, if you're looking for employment, we would love to talk to you to come join the Right Way family.
We had a delicious time here at Los Sombreros today.
There are so many reasons to come visit here. The unique Mexican food, the charming cantina-style ambiance, and the beautiful patio.
And best of all, the amazing family and friends that have been sharing their cuisine for the last 30 years.
Everything is amazing here.
Oh, yes, it is.
Thank you, Los Sombreros. We'll see you on the next
Su Vida.
Are you going to finish that?
No, it's all yours.